Today for math, all you need is your big math book again. You're going to be doing something similar to what you did yesterday, and you need a pencil. Yesterday, I asked you to do page 405, which looked like this. You were completing 2 through 13. So if you haven't done that yet and given that to me, do that first. So remember I said that if you ever fall behind, make sure you do whatever you were supposed to do the day before. So before you move on to the next assignment, complete the day before because we kind of build upon each assignment. So yesterday you did the front side. Today you're going to be doing the back. So there's nothing really that I have to explain to you in terms of teaching you more because it's all based on symmetrical lines of symmetry, which we've been talking about now for a couple days. So I'm just going to explain what you're going to be doing on each one of these, and then you'll be completing it on here and sending a picture to me, or you can respond through this email. Take a look at number 17. So you're looking at this chart here. It gives you letters of the alphabet. It doesn't give you every letter, so you're just looking at the ones that it is given you in this box. The directions say which letters, so it's going to be more than one, appear to have only one line of symmetry. So remember that means that however you decide to draw a line, either horizontally, vertically, or on an angle, so on a diagonal, which one of these letters only has one line of symmetry. So yesterday we talked about that you can draw a line on them to help you determine if it's symmetrical, if it does have a line of symmetry, if it has symmetrical sides. You can do the same thing for this. I'm going to do the example for you by just looking at the letter A. I'm going to hold it a little bit closer. I don't know if you can see my line here, but I drew it so it was going up and down. So my line is going vertical, and it's showing that on both sides of that A, it's exactly the same. So it does have at least one, but does it have only one? Then you can think of another way that you could draw a line. So if I draw the line, a horizontal line going across, both sides, so above that line and below, that is not a line of symmetry. So which letter appears to have only one line of symmetry? I would write A for one of them. So it's not saying how many of these, it's asking you to tell me which letters do. So A would be one of them. But it doesn't mean it's the only one because in the problem it says which letters, which means that there's probably going to be more than one. You're going to go through all of these letters and just write down the letters that have only one. So if it has 2 or 3, you're not going to write that letter down. It has only one. For example, the A. Number 18, which letters appear to have 0 lines of symmetry? So which shapes can you not draw a line going either vertical or horizontal or on a diagonal? And then when you look at both sides, they're the same. There's going to be some shapes on there that don't have any lines of symmetry. You're going to write them there. Look at number 19. So follow along as I read. The letter C has horizontal symmetry. Horizontal is a line across. So in the letter C, I'm going to just show you an example. If I draw a line going across or a horizontal line, that's symmetrical. Then it says the letter A has vertical symmetry. Vertical means going up and down, like in the example I showed you with A in number 17. Which letters appear to have both horizontal and vertical? So that means it would have at least 2 lines of symmetry, and you're going to tell me what those letters are for number 19. Now I'm on number 20, so follow along on number 20. It says, Jeff says that the shape has only 2 lines of symmetry. They're talking about this shape here. Does his statement make sense? So you're going to write yes or no, and then it says to explain. So does that shape only have 2 lines of symmetry? Yes or no, and then tell me why. So if you're writing on here and sending it to me, it might be by taking a picture through Dojo. It might be easier to just draw the lines, but you still have to explain. They give you lines there, which means I want you to explain how you know that. So I know it's a little bit more difficult putting it in words, but I want you to try to think, how do I know if that has more than 2 lines of symmetry or only 2 lines of symmetry? So you're going to respond yes or no and then tell me why. Number 21, draw a shape that has at least 2 lines of symmetry. Then write instructions that explain how to find the lines of symmetry. Now, the first one's going to be a little bit difficult for you to do, to draw a shape, if you're just responding to this email. But I would like you to do the second part, which says, write instructions that explain how to find lines of symmetry. So you can just tell me a shape that would have at least 2 lines of symmetry. We've talked about them when I first showed you how to do symmetry, and also in yesterday's assignment by looking at this, we also talked about it too. So it says, then write instructions how to find the lines of symmetry. So kind of like how I'm doing it, I'm explaining to you when I'm talking. I want you to explain it in writing. So if someone gave you a shape and said, how do I find the lines of symmetry? I want you to write out the directions. First, you have to do this, then you have to do that. So I want you to do your best in explaining that for number 21. Then I would like you to do number 22, so I'm at the bottom. How many lines of symmetry does the figure shown at the right have? So this picture here, remember, it might help to draw the lines. How many lines of symmetry does it have? 0, 1, 5, or 10? So this is what you're completing for today, and then you're going to send it to me. Thank you.